my Will T fam, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with T and Lee. So in today's episode we're going to be cooking Panko shrimp. So here it is here. It's just a Japanese style breading that you bread the shrimp with. It's very simple, very easy. No muss, no fuss. So for this particular recipe, I will be needing a pound of shrimp, 2 eggs, about a cup to a cup and a half of flour, and about a cup of panko breadcrumbs. Now the panko I use is made by the brand Dynasty. So you can find that probably in an Oriental store, Asian store, or you probably can find it in Walmart, Winn-Dixie, or your local grocer. And then also you're going to need your seasonings, of course. So today's seasoning, I chose to go very simple, or simple for us. So I'm using some garlic powder, Sazon, Mrs.dash table blend, some cayenne pepper, and some black pepper. Of course, if you just want to use salt, pepper, and garlic powder, you can do that as well. If you're wondering where the salt is going to come in this particular recipe, it's going to be inside of the Sazon. It already has salt inside of there. So first you're going to take your pound of peeled shrimp and you're going to season it. Now what I did is I left the tails on the shrimp just for presentation purposes. So you're going to peel them up. If you want to devein them, you can devein them. I am not going to. I don't mind it being this way. But if you do mind it being this way, feel free to go ahead and devein your shrimp. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I know like in my last couple videos when I was cooking, some people were asking for recipes. So some of the things that I do cook don't have a recipe. I kind of eyeball it. But because people are asking, I'm going to try to put it down to a recipe and also include that in the description box. So as far as garlic powder, I'm going to use about a tablespoon. So about a tablespoon of garlic powder. And this is for about a pound of shrimp. For our Sazon, I'm going to use, if I can find it, about 1 teaspoon. Our Mrs.dash, I'm going to use about a teaspoon. Now for our cayenne pepper, it's going to be depending on how hot you like it. If you don't really like spicy, you don't want to use too much of this. But me, I like spicy, so I can also go for, I'll go for about half a teaspoon of the cayenne pepper. And I don't mind if it's over a little bit. And then we have black pepper. So you probably want to go ahead and use about a half a teaspoon of this as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and eyeball it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and mix this together. And make sure it's all evenly distributed over all the shrimp. Okay, so once your shrimp is evenly coated, you're going to go ahead and dredge it in your wet ingredients and then your breadcrumbs and flour. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take our shrimp and we're going to put it into the flour, then into the egg, and then into the panko, And then we're gonna set it on the plate until all the shrimp are coated. So let me give you some example. So into the flour. Make sure it's nice and coated. You can definitely use your hands, which I normally do, but I'm just showing you a different way. Into the egg. And then into the panko. I'm gonna go ahead and use my hands. It's the best way to get it coated. Shake off the excess and just set onto your plate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to coat the rest of my shrimp and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what it should look like whenever you're done dredging it in the egg wash flour and panko breadcrumbs. So now I'm going to add it to your cooking oil. You want to have your stove like on a medium heat. You don't want it too hot, but then you don't want it not hot enough. I say about 350 degrees. And again, you can use a thermometer, but I just eyeball it. I use my little chopstick test too to see if the oil is ready. If you're curious what the chopstick test is, comment down below and I'll let you know. Okay, so we're going to let these fry up about maybe a minute and a half per side, and then we'll go ahead and take them out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and remove my shrimp from the oil. They're nice and brown. Okay guys, so we have our shrimp, it's all done. So what we're gonna do next is make a sauce for the shrimp. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what spicy mayo is. If not, it's pretty simple. So it's just mayonnaise. This is about a half a cup or so. And then you're gonna add some sriracha to your mayonnaise. And you can get this actually in Walmart. You don't have to go to an Oriental store, and they have that there. So that's about a tablespoon of sriracha. And what I'm going to also do is add a little bit of a lime. So let me go ahead and cut this in half. Squeeze a little bit of lime juice in there. There we go. It's always best to roll your limes, which I forgot to do. Roll them on the counter to warm them up, then cut them in half. You'll get better results. And then mix it together. Ever wonder how they make that spicy mayo for your sushi? Very simple. And you can always taste it to see if you need to adjust anything. That's pretty stinking good, if I do say so myself. Nice and spicy. Okay. So we're going to place this in the middle of the bowl, and we're going to take some of our shrimp, and we're just going to place it on the bowl. I'm sorry, around the plate. Yeah, we're tired. So excuse my mess up. They're nice and crispy. Nice size shrimp. Doesn't have to look fancy. Just has to look good enough to eat, right? That's what I say. Depends on what you're making though. So I think I can put one more in there. Okay guys, so if you don't like mayo, you can use an alternative sauce, and this is like a spring roll sauce, kind of like duck sauce that you get from the Chinese restaurant. You can find this in your local Asian store. I'm not sure if Walmart or any other store sells this, but this is the brand there. Mace-3. Pretty sure not saying that right, but you can use this. It's like a duck sauce and it's good as well. But here is our finished product, our Panko shrimp with our nice spicy mayo. Looks really good. So the only next thing to do is taste it. So guys, this is my first time trying this recipe. I kind of made it my own, and I hope it turns out good. So I'm gonna try it without the mayo first. Wow, that's crunchy. Wow, that's good. It's nice and it's really crunchy. Could y'all hear that? It's a little spicy, very well seasoned. I would really recommend you use the seasonings that I showed you today. If you don't have those seasonings, then just use what you know you like. Okay, next I'm going to try it with the sauce. A little spicy mayo. That crunch is good. Honestly, you don't even need the spicy mayo, but it is a nice touch. This is delicious. The shrimp are nice and sweet. Wow. I would definitely recommend this recipe. It's easy, it's simple. Doesn't cost for too many ingredients. Again, I'm going to put the ingredients in the description box so you guys can try this yourself. When you do try it, leave a comment below. Let me know how you like it. Tell me if it's your cup of tea. If you don't like it, what you did to improve it to make it more your own. Well, that's it guys. Thank you so much for joining us again with Cooking with T and Lee. I really appreciate seeing you guys' comments in the description box, your support. Very grateful for you guys, and I really hope you'll stick around for more of what we have in store. Again, if you like videos like this, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Comment down below, let me know what you think of this recipe. And if you want to be notified of our videos, so every time I upload a video, if you want to be notified, go ahead and hit that notification bell down below, and you won't miss any of the sessions that me and Lee do together. You'll be notified of those, and you'll be able to cook with us or eat with us. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking. God bless you. Peace.